All right, guys, let's get ready for Spring Creek today. All right. So there's a lot of stuff about to happen Spring Creek. All right. You've got Hayden Deegan grabbing the red plate after Hunter Lawrence had some terrible luck. Now, you might be thinking, like, Hayden's just swarming around, keeping his eye on Hunter since Hunter's ran into all this bad luck. Hayden's had the opportunity to scoop the red plate. We got that blue 238 with the red plate. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens at Spring Creek today. I'm excited. I'm stoked. I can't wait to see exactly how this breaks down. Now, the thing about the 250 class is just about anything's possible. You know what I mean? Like, we've already seen Joe Shimoda do work. We've already seen Tom Vial do work. We know Justin Cooper is somebody who can most definitely mix things up. Levi Kitchen out of nowhere, he can make magic happen too. So this 250 class, aside from Hunter and Hayden being the two front runners right now, 1 and 2, red plate, and all the mess that goes on with that, there's still a lot of things that can happen in this 250 class. Some other really interesting news is Jet Reynolds will not be at Spring Creek. He won't be at Millville. But we're going to get to see Austin Fortner pop back in. And I'm aware that Austin Fortner in a interview mentioned that he expects to be a top 5 rider at Spring Creek. So with that information, it makes it seem like, he's been practicing, he's been working hard, he's been getting back into like his true form. And we may actually see him be top 5. He's got the confidence. Making that statement's pretty bold, right? We know that this 250 class is full of potential great riders. It's a mixed match of whatever can happen. And with the kind of luck that we've seen Hunter have, the kind of luck we've seen Hayden have, he doesn't crash out and get injured, but he does crash out from time to time, meaning he doesn't always keep the lead. Like last weekend at Southwick, Hayden didn't have the best race at Southwick, but he still walked away with the red plate. So, everything's up in the air for sure. I would love to see, what Tom Vial is going to bring to the table today. I think he's somebody that we most definitely want to keep our eyes on through the remainder of this series and through the remainder of his career in outdoor nationals. Because, I didn't really think of Tom Vial that much when he was doing Supercross. I don't feel like that was his mode. That was way different. So, he looked great. But every second moto in the outdoor nationals, Tom Vial's really stepped up, and then at Southwick, he really stepped up in Moto 1. He had a beautiful hole shot in Moto 2. So there's some hype behind Tom Vial. And then you got Joe Shimoda, which I love Joe. Okay. I always want to see Joe do good. I always want to see old Joe do good. But something about Joe, man, he shows up when he wants to show up. I don't know if he's still nervous. I don't know if he's got these jitters. I don't know what's going on. But when Joe puts it down, he puts it down, and that's what I expect from Joe. I want to see Joe put it down today at Spring Creek, but it's going to be a lot of competition. It's going to be a lot of competition in that 250 class. But let's talk about something that's like blowing up right now. Ty Masterpool. Ty who? What? Tom Masterpool, right? All right. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I've watched him and Dylan Ferrandis battle too many times now to be like, all right, this guy, he was a fluke. All right. When he came out swinging, he just came out swinging. And every time after that, the kid has been on top, and he's kind of becoming one of those topics of like, does he deserve a ride with a factory team? And I feel like, as this season continues to progress, Ty Masterpool is going to be somebody, if he stays healthy and he keeps doing what he's been doing, that I can most definitely see getting a factory ride in the future. Now, is that factory ride going to give him like a whole hell of a difference? Yeah, I think it would. I think the fact that Ty Masterpool could step into a factory ride could boost his confidence up. So, he's already getting more confident because he's been beating and he's been running with these champions. Dylan Ferrandis may not be a last year champion, but he was a champion nonetheless. And he's given a good battle to Plessinger. He was giving good battles to Webb before Webb, decided he was going to go to Yamaha and nix the KTM deal. So Ty Masterpool is most definitely somebody to keep your eye on. If you don't already know, it's hard not to, because he's a topic of discussion almost every single race, because he's proving that even though he doesn't got no factory card, as Stu says, he's coming for people's factories card, so very interesting to see what he's been doing. And then you got Marsh Banks. Marsh Banks is another really interesting character to talk about, because although Marsh Banks hasn't been as big a deal as Ty Masterpool, because Ty came from what? Ty? Where? Huh? Look at this guy, right? Marsh Banks has kind of been there in that top 10 area pretty consistently. already anyway. So when he does good, it's still a big deal, but it doesn't feel as impressive as when in Masterpool does good, right? So Marsh Banks still somebody I'd say keep our eye on. I don't really see him. He doesn't seem to battle with Ferrandis as consistently, but he's there. He is a consistent rider. So I think he's somebody we must definitely wanna keep an eye on. And then, aside from anything else, guys, let's be completely honest, right? Let's be completely honest. Jet Lawrence, he's a beast. We expect him to go out there and show Chase Sexton the back tire again. Chase, I want to see Chase do well. Chase is still coming into it. The more seat time Chase gets, maybe the better Chase actually will get, and the more contention we'll see in that 450 class. Because I mean, a lot of people are stating like 450 class is boring, bro. It's boring. It's not fun to watch. Just gonna win every weekend, and that's true. But he's still a rookie, and he's still killing it. Jet's been stepping up. He's been killing it, man. People are still talking about whether or not Eli Tomac would be able to battle with him. That's all speculation, man. I don't know where that would go, but I can tell you one thing. I would love to see it. I can't wait to see it. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be super hype, for sure. But guys, that's I guess the Spring Creek wrap up before we see these motos today. I'm super pumped, guys. A little bit of reporting for you. We'll see you after the motos when we do our next recap. Mad love.